Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stay. 高天原に群存あります。ガムロギガムロミのみこともちて、そめみおやかむいざなぎのみことをつくしのぎむかの立ち花のほどのあはぎはらにみそぎはらいたもうときになりませる。払いどの神たちもろもろのまがごと罪汚れを払いたまえ清めたまえと直すことのよしを天津神国津神やおよろずの神たちともに雨の淵駒の耳振り立ててひこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はえたまえ弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はえたまえ Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining evermore brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Turning to God. Now that I am enveloped in God's great light, I am no longer disturbed by the turbulent storms that rage in the world around me. We may be surprised to find the very fate that others experienced yesterday becoming the fate that we ourselves must face today, for such is the way of life. We cannot see the distortion caused by dark forces until it is clearly reflected in God's mirror. For those who lack faith in God, spiritual clouds are removed through suffering. For those who have faith, they are more easily released through God's grace. This grace is God's lifeline to salvation, which God sends to all who are suffering. Some fail to understand it is there or are not able to grab it and reach salvation due to the weight of the spiritual clouds on their spiritual bodies. However, when they later experience suffering through such things as disease, accidents, or natural disasters, these clouds are lessened. As one's spiritual body becomes lighter, the ability to access this lifeline increases. However, if a person cannot grab onto God's lifeline to salvation, even after hearing a wonderful teaching, then that person's clouds must still be further reduced by some means. Even if you could force someone to grab the lifeline, they would let go or lose their grip. However, if a person receives Johrei, sufficient purification to find and hold on to this lifeline to salvation can be easily and quickly achieved.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace and all victims of natural and man-made disasters. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Fabio Dantas da Silva from the Mauá Johrei Center in São Paulo. Fabio is now 40 years old and has been a Johrei member for 24 years. In March of 2020, he was working as a controllership coordinator and was responsible for his company's cost sector. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, though, he began working from home. The following month, he had a 25% reduction in salary, which led to significant financial difficulties. Fabio and his wife, who is also a Johrei member, became worried about debts and their future. Fabio tried not to despair and took advantage of the opportunity to increase his dedication. He intensified the study of the teachings of Meishu-sama and the channeling of Johrei at home. In December of 2020, when the Johrei Center reopened with schedule restrictions, Fabio was invited by the minister for a special dedication focused on expansion. With a lot of love and commitment, he pursued to get closer to members and the center's regular visitors, getting in touch with and visiting them. During that same time, Fabio began to offer donations of gratitude more diligently. As the months went by, his attendance at the Johrei Center on his dedication days increased, and he no longer remembered his purifications. In October of 2021, Fabio was assigned to dedicating a neighboring town with the aim of expanding the light of Meishu-sama in that locality. The goal was to open a center in the town and save a larger number of people. The moment Fabio decided to serve with more commitment and sincerity in the divine work, his spiritual clouds were dissipated, putting an end to the purification that had been taking place for so long. In March of last year, Fabio was promoted and had an increase in his paycheck. In the same period, he received a bonus equivalent to 6 times the amount of his salary. To such blessings, Fabio was able to offer a special gratitude donation, cleared all his debts, and purchased a second car. Currently, he does not have any debts and his financial situation is balanced. He now dedicates himself as a minister's assistant, and since 2021, he has been able to guide 10 people to our movement. Fabio is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the protection and blessings received. He undertakes to continue serving the divine work and guide as many people as possible towards the realization of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and listening to this faith experience. Tomorrow here at our headquarters is our monthly appreciation service, 11 a.m. You're welcome to join us in person. You can also join us through our YouTube channel, Miroku TV, or our Facebook page. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed day.